Oh yeah, yeah. See a Digimon Ghost game, the one where Poochie appears. I mean Eskimon. I mean he seems cool, I guess.
It seems alright. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, I think last week people were like, oh yeah, how do you feel about the design? Honestly, eh. I don't hate it. It's like, it's just kind of whatever to me. Espimon looks like, a decent enough rookie that I don't really care that much for, that just looks kind of whatever. But here's the thing, he also looks like the type of rookie that's gonna evolve into something really effing cool later on,
Is he supposed to be like a slime piloting a mech suit?
Maybe, I think he's like a mouse.
Because look at how shiny he is.
I think he's just meant to be like, an old school, like, classic, like, 60s, like, robot that's like a mouse. Like, he's an old school mouse robot from, like, an old, like, sci-fi serial.
Sure. I mean, I can kind of see it. He's got, like, the hose arms with, like, the pincers or whatever.
Yeah, he's got the weird, like, jetpack and, like... I don't know if that's specifically their inspiration, but yeah.
Eskimon is weird. This episode is alright. I'm way more interested in certain implications given by Eskimon.
I'm curious what you mean by that.
I mean, I'll just say it, and it's that they like it's like, oh yeah, that's Hiro, and he's like, no, it's not. Like Eskimon is just constantly saying that's not Hiro.
Huh.
Not Hiro. I'm gonna whatever his last name is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, is he saying that after he gets the talisman on, or is it like something else? Because
even after he gets taken off and Gamamon is calling him by his name, Espimon is like, that's not him.
Oh, that's way more interesting. I actually completely missed that. I was like, oh yeah, because of the talisman, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and that's like, this episode is your typical like monster of the week Digimon Ghost Game episode, whatever. But the implication that there's something's off about this Hiro, or Espimon might be from the future.
Yeah, I feel like Espimon might be from the future.
Because we know there's some weird time nonsense.
Could
like
be
with the Piximon.
Could be that Espimon's from the distant future when Hiro's an adult, and we might get into that or whatever. And that's the point when, like, Piximon shows up and he's like, oh hey, Hiro's actually really cool.
Yeah, but it also seems really weird that, like, he wouldn't have the concept of, like, oh, Hiro as a kid, and he's just straight up like, no, that's not him.
To be fair, Digimon don't really grow up the same way humans do. They evolve.
Yeah, but I think, for the most part, unless they're, like, really, really childish, like Gamamon, I think they understand the concept of, like, humans growing up.
Yeah, there might be more of this than I was, like, thinking.
Because that's the most interesting part of the episode to me, and I know we're not gonna get any answers anytime soon, but
wait a second. Is Hiro his first name or his last name?
Hiro is his first name. Amano, Anima.
Because there's the whole like Japanese thing where they do like last names first. Because if it's like, if Hiro is his last name, which seems unlikely but is possible, then there is a chance he might be talking about like his father.
Amanokawa. Amanokawa is his last name, but Espimon clearly is like, that's not. I'm pretty sure he says his full name. That's not Hiro Amanokawa.
Okay, yeah. Huh. The heck does that mean?
I don't know, and that's why I'm so interested. But I know we're not going to get any kind of answer until like the end of the series, probably.
Yeah, this seemed like an episode where it's like, alright, this seems like, if they're gonna start the plot, this seems like the one they do it at. Because I got obsessed with a completely different part of the episode. Because, yeah, this episode, the main thrust of it, is that Domon, which is like an evil Talmon, is like running around turning people into like evil monsters with talismans to like revive the Hojo clan. And afterwards, it's like they beat Domon, and then like a bunch of evil clouds fly off of him and float into the sky and disappear. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was like just walking around and I got possessed by the evil spirits of the lost Japanese Hojo clan who were like seeking revenge, and they possessed me and they like just turned my heart to like vengeance or whatever. And it's like, oh, wait, what? Excuse me? Is this a one-off thing? Because it's like, I could be wrong. I feel like I remember them saying something like, I'll be back.
I wouldn't put too much I wouldn't take too much stock in it. There's an episode where a Digimon gets possessed by the idea of a local legend.
Yeah, that also could come back.
It won't.
But what if it does, though?
It won't. That's why I'm not thinking anything more of it. It's not gonna come back unless like the series is called Ghost Game because literal ghosts come back later.
And we have seen that the afterlife is literally real.
Yeah, we'll never see anything about that again.
The afterlife is literally Alright, well, yeah, we probably won't see the afterlife again. But yeah, the afterlife is literally confirmed. And it's like, alright, ghosts are like an actual thing, and they can literally just possess Digimon and make them do things of their own accord. And I'm like, okay, this has to lead somewhere, because what the crap? I'm gonna be so irritated if this is a one-off thing. Because you can't just, like, no-sell that. The fact that evil spirits can corrupt and, like, control, like, virtual beings made of, like, data.
It's not gonna come back.
It better come back.
Okay, so I've got the exact moment with, like, the whole You're Not Hiro Aminokawa thing.
Okay.
And it's Eskimon is talking to us. Says, do you know Hiro Aminokawa? Hiro says, I that's me. I'm Hiro Aminokawa. And then Eskimon says, no, you're not Hiro Aminokawa. You don't look alike.
Okay, that... I feel like that kind of does bring credence to the time travel idea, doesn't it? Cause it's like, alright, maybe if he is like, saw Hiro as like an adult or like a baby or something, then he'd be like, alright, well, this can't be Hiro because it doesn't look like him. He's like bigger or smaller now.
Yeah. But then there's also a weird thing at the end of the episode where he seemingly has stolen Hiro's student ID.
Yeah, I remember. Was he south that? I completely forget what he does with it.
He looks at the card and he says, Gamamon, that one was pretty amazing.
Yeah, alright.
And then the episode ends.
So maybe he's like, oh, this actually is Hiro, but was... Crap, that's... They better follow up on this crap. If this also leads nowhere, I'm gonna be so done with this series.
It'd be really stupid if this didn't lead anywhere, because it's so... Like, it's so obvious that this is supposed to go somewhere, so if it doesn't, it's gonna be really annoying.
Yeah, we're just gonna, like, get to the final episode, and it's like, oh yeah, Like, freaking, like, Espimon and all the black Digimon and, like, all of the stuff with Gamamon just gets answered in a throwaway line of, like, oh yeah, Black Agumon was just, like, worried about you because, you were, like, going out of control. So we just watched you for a bit and then we decided it was fine, and that's all it is.
Yeah, we just left. It's like, we got to keep tabs on Gulu's Gamamon, but it seems like he went away, so everything's fine, and we left.
Yeah, there's like, oh yeah, Gulu's Gamamon seemed really strong, so we just wanted to watch and make sure everything was fine. And it was. And we get nothing of that. And it's like, oh, but what about Espimon? And he's like, oh yeah, I just like saw Hiro as like a baby once, and I thought he was kinda neat, but yeah, I guess you are Hiro, yeah. And he just like turns around and leaves, and there's nothing to it. It's like, oh, but the evil spirits and Duomon's like, yeah, just happened, ghosts are real, whatever. This left, they'll never be back. It's like, but the folklore, it's like, nuts. It's nothing. It's literally nothing.
It's just a local legend.
Yeah, sometimes Digimon are just like obsessed with ideas. And all of these mysteries mean nothing. Kyo unwraps his hand and there's like nothing. It's just a normal hand. And he's like, oh yeah, no, I was just lying about this the entire time. And it's like, but the split personality. He's like, yeah, no, that was a gag too. That was just a bit.
Yeah.
All the mysteries are bullshit.
All of it, every single one. None of it's gonna lead up to anything.
All of it, literally, it's just one episode where back to back, every single mystery leads nowhere. And Hiro's like, alright, but the museum with that Agumon mummy? And it's like, yeah, no, that's a real Agumon. There's nothing to it. It just came here one day and just got mummified. It's like, damn it.
Yeah.
I can't.
If literally none of these mysteries get solved, this is going to go down as like the worst series for you.
I don't think it's going to be the worst series because Try exists, but yeah, it's definitely going to put a really bad taste in my mouth. If we don't solve any of these background mysteries by the end of it, it's definitely going to go down like, below average. It's going to go into the bad end. Yeah. I don't care how good the animation is, it's gonna leave me so frustrated.
Look, they've got to use Chekhov's Gulu's Gamamon.
No, they don't.
At least that has to go somewhere.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, it could just be that it's like, oh yeah, Gamamon was gonna transform one time and then he didn't, and that's your entire payoff. That's all Gulu's Gamamon is. There's nothing else to him.
So what if everything gets answered, but it doesn't get answered till right at the end?
That's also gonna suck, but at least that'll be understandable. If we at least get answers.
I think it would be really frustrating. Like, I'd be glad we got answers. I'd be really frustrated if they were like, oh, we're leaving these breadcrumbs throughout the series, and then we're going to drop it all at once at the end. And it's like, there were so many episodes that didn't actually matter to anything where you could have explored that concept for a little bit in its own little arc.
Yeah, I'll be fine with this if at least we do get answers and they at least lead somewhere. They're not like, dumb non-answers, like, oh, what's the deal with Gamamon? And it's like, oh, he's just a cool Digimon. He's just a little guy we found. There's nothing special about him.
Yeah, but why did he turn evil that one time? Oh, Dark Evolution, that's a thing. That's all.
If we at least get, like, answers that have, like, just any, like, weight or merit at all, then fine. At least I could, like, recommend the series to people with the big asterisk of, like, there's a lot of, like, one-off episodes and a lot of little things that won't be answered until, like, the last 5 episodes or, like, the last 2 episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
At least I can, like, live with that. Yeah, we barely talked about the actual episode.
I mean, we basically covered everything that happens in it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Hero.
guess pretty much, yeah, Duomon wants to turn people into Shikigami, which are these weird little monster dudes. And then they, like, fight him, and Gamamon saves Hero from being possessed.
Yeah, Daomon, like, yeah, he kidnaps Hero, puts a seal on him, which gives him the spirit of, like, an ancient emperor or something. And then he gets like a crazy face and he's evil. And then Gamamon tackles Daomon and actually knocks him over, which is crazy because he's an ultimate. And he rips the seal off his chest.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then,
should. What's I mind? I should probably mention I finally got that emote done.
Oh yeah, did they approve it?
I just uploaded and I think I can use it. Let's see. Yep, there it is.
Oh, cool.
I I suppose that means it's approved.
I guess so. Maybe it's only the bigger channels that have to go through an approval process, which seems weird.
Yeah, it might be only the, like, subscription emotes need to be approved, because I just made this, like, a follower emote. I probably should have made it subscription, but it's like, you know what, fair enough, you know? I just want people to, like, use my stuff.
I didn't know follower emotes were even a thing.
Yeah, yep, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, neat.
Little Skull Greymon doing a thumbs up and shouting die happily.
Okay, I think I understand. Follower emotes, I think, can only be used in your chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Subscriber emotes can be used elsewhere.
Alright, so should I try to get approved as a subscriber emote as well for other places, if that's how it works?
You could probably only have it as one or the other, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I'd like Trad if nothing else. Yeah, I feel like that might have some validity to it. Oh, man. But yeah, just want to throw out that real quick and see if it works. I think the subscriber emotes are the ones that have to be, like, you know, approved, and that's purely because there's, like, actual money on the line. So it's to make sure you're not, like, you know, stealing someone's art or something.
Right.
Which that would make sense, but again, I don't know how this works, and Twitch is really confusing sometimes. Did I mention how they handle reruns now?
I believe so. But yeah, I believe getting it approved as a subscriber emote might be more of an issue, because imagine somebody subscribes to you and then, like, I don't know, somebody else is getting harassed, and so they turn it into emote only chat, and then they start spamming the Skull Greymon die emote.
Yeah, I'll just leave as is. Yeah.
Not that I think anyone following you would do such a thing, or subscribe to you would do such a thing, but yeah.
I feel like there'd be, like, better ways to send people, like, you know, harassments, but alright. Everyone a bit late today. Oh, sup, Lord Wu. Yeah, you miss, like, everything, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think we're almost done.
Yeah, we're just talking about ghost games and the implications of ancient Japanese spirits possessing ultimate Digimon.
Which I think is far less interesting than the whole thing where supposedly Hiro is not Hiro.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's up with, like... That's the thing, it's like, they're really pushing Eskimon. They push him to a mountain where it becomes like, alright, I kind of don't like him now. And he's just like... They keep being like, oh man, Eskimon, you're so cool, and you can fly so fast and stuff. And he, like, figures out the plan and everything. And it's like, this is wrong the line, yeah.
Buy Eskimon's dim card.
Buy his dim card. Guys, know that Espon's voiced by Kushiro 2020, and Heroes by Kushiro, Try and Kazoo, you know?
Koshiro,
yeah. Okay, yeah,
Koshiro,
okay.
Wait, they're both they're Koshiro from different series. Blech.
Yeah. Alright, that's cool, yeah. Also, yeah, we get this shop hero he's like possessed and it's really funny.
It looks like he's possessed by a Shogun Gekomon.
Listen, man, some days you get possessed by a Ninja Turtle and there's nothing you can do about it. God, promote that dim card.
Yeah. Who else was getting a dim alongside Eskimon?
It was what's
Was
his
it
name?
was it the Munzimon?
Zudamon? Yeah, Zudamon. Or not Zudamon, Zubamon.
Zubamon. Yeah, okay, the sword Digimon.
Yeah, the sword one, yeah. It was Zubamon and, like, Espamon. Which is neat, because I don't think Zubamon's been, like, a media until, like, Ghost Game.
Yeah, I don't... for my first time seeing him was, Cyber Sleuth.
Oh, is he in Cyber Sleuth? Okay, yeah.
He's in Hacker's Memory, at least.
Okay, yeah, nice. So for next week, they made cast outs for Ryudomon, more who their role will be. Wait, no, I think that was the other dim card, wasn't it? Ryudomon?
Ryudomon. Isn't that the Weasel?
No, this is the one that was in the dim card. Yeah, I was super wrong, yeah.
Oh, that thing. It turns into Zubamon, I think.
I don't believe so. No, this turns into, like, I forget what it's called, but it's like a different sword dragon.
Ginryumon.
He turns into Shinryumon or whatever the crap, and then it becomes, like, Alphamon's sword for, like, you know, his, like, ultimate mode.
Okay, yeah, I was getting the sword Digimon mixed up.
Yeah.
And then it turns into Alphamon. Yeah, Alphamon Uryuken, which is awesome.
Yeah, he becomes the sword and Alphamon just uses him. He uses a Mega Digimon as a weapon, and that's his level up. That's his
also
next
Alphamon.
form.
Also, Alphamon gets like full on wings.
Oh yeah, that's always really cool. Wait, is this? Okay, never mind. I was looking through Google Images and I thought I saw someone made like a plushie of Ryudomon, and I'm like, oh, that's sick. And it's like, no, it's just a cab, like, you know, really like smooth, like, you know, like virtual, like computer drawn like artwork. And it's like, oh, never mind. It just kind of looked 3D for a second in the way that a plushie would.
Man, you gotta try and finish Cyber Sleuth on your channel.
I mean, we don't have any way to do it. We've tried everything.
I mean, what was the issue? There's just like a bit of lag on your end?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of lag on my end, which would like come through on the stream. Like a bunch of performance issues. For the stream, and you guys think Espamon will get a partner or not? I think he will. I think Espamon and Ryudomon are gonna get partners before the series ends, just to promote the dim cards. And I feel like that's exactly the lull that they'll go to promote these characters.
So
like,
who would they... Who even? Like, Hero's friend and one of Ruli's friends?
I'm calling it now. They're gonna be the two weirdos from, like, you know, the Underground episode in Rui's group. They're going to be the two people Rui finds online. And, like, freaking, like, trendy girl or whatever is going to get, like, Ryudomon. And the weirdo is gonna get, like, Espamon. And they'll just, like, vibe together.
I think there'll be more established characters than just those two characters who showed up for the one episode.
You say that? This is exactly the type of thing Ghost Game would do. Like, I have,
I think
like,
it's
absolute faith that it's like, no, we're just gonna take these one-off characters, and yeah, there's your partners, go buy our stuff. And they leave, and they never show up again, except for, like, 1 or 2 episodes.
the hero's dumb friend and like one of Ruli's friends who went with her to the fortune teller thing.
Speaking of, like, background characters who will never show up again, oh, hey, Airdroman, huh?
Oh right, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, humans who see me should worship me as a god.
This is a good Airdramon. I like this one. Like, this is a solid Airdramon.
Like him, he's totally full of himself.
Yeah. And he somehow just gets along with Rui at the end and they're just chatting. And it's like, oh man. Jeez. I hope Eskimon gets. Sorry, not Eskimon. I hope Airdron gets a partner. Like, I don't care about Eskimon, just whatever. I kinda don't like him that much. This Airdramon, heck yeah, give him someone. Give him a tamer. I want him to evolve and become the fastest and the strongest.
That's such a weird part of the episode, by the way. It's like, oh yeah, Gamamon called us because Hiro got possessed, and we gotta go over to this other town. Oh, but that would take so long, and Goramon's just like, oh, I know a way. And he goes and gets Airdramon, and then they fly over, but it's too late to help, so they just show up at the end of the episode.
It's so weird that it's like every single episode, even when it's like literally just a 1 character deal, they have to literally make sure like the other 2 main characters show up every single time, just so people don't forget that Kyo and Ruli are a thing. Just to give them literally anything at all to do, even if it makes 0 difference at all.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Oh man. Just gotta work them into the plot somehow, even if they just could literally be written out and just... Man, that's the thing. It's like, this series really needs to focus its episodes, and this series really needs more than, like, you know, one-offs. If this series just included some 2-parters, then holy crap, it could do so much with that.
Yeah.
This entire
Also,
scenario is like such a good setup for a 2-parter, and they just wasted it. Like, I still like the episode, but holy crap, there's so much potential here. Yeah, you want to give, like, Hiro and Ruli something to do. Have them fight off Shikigami, yo. Have, like, freaking Domon just, like, send out, like, Cubimon stuff. Get the Cubimon from the shrine from, like, episode 5 or whatever involved. So they can just, like, show up and do a thing. It'll be a cool bit of foreshadowing or whatever, you know?
He evolves into Talmon and fights Dalmon.
Yeah, you could do so much with this. It's such a good premise. It feels like it gets so underserved by the episode length. And by, like, just the need to shove the other characters in like, a B-plot.
Yeah. Also, once again, like, people being folded into the paper in mass. Like...
Yeah, why? How does no one know?
How does no one know? It's like if everyone is being made more and more aware, there's no reflection of that in the setting at all. Like it's like oh, people are hearing about monsters all over Japan, and then there's these girls who are like Gamamon save the thing again, and it's like, oh, his AI is so advanced, and there's no indication that they think he's a real monster.
Dude, how many people, like, they said they needed like 1,000 people for this army?
100,000.
Yeah, they're like seemingly approaching that number like fairly rapidly. There are like thousands of people, presumably, who've been turned into Shikigami and were like folded into paper and then like pop back out and presumably have their memories of the event.
I don't think he got anywhere near 100,000. I think he just kind of got a good chunk of the town.
How many people do you think he would have got with this?
If
Like,
left
by the end
to,
of the episode. How many people do you think he turned?
I don't know, probably not much more than 100 or so. Like I
I'd
really think
say at least like 1,000.
I really think he only got like the local town and maybe a little bit around it, because he stopped within the day.
Yeah, but that's like enough time for him to do a whole like monologue laughing about like how many people he's got. Oh man. But yeah, this is like the question of like just straight up like why no one knows about Digimon has never been more like just every week it's like how do people not know? How's this like not advance at all?
They're doing like a stage play where they had the substitute hero in because like the guy they had playing the character got sick, and it's like while he's standing on stage he bursts into flame and vanishes, and like everyone in the audience is like, oh yeah, what, special effects are crazy, and all the girls are like, what, what? What is happening?
Man, side note, I never noticed Oryumon, which is like the final form of Ryudomon, the Mega form, just straight up has like his own swords. That's actually really sick. That's actually really cool though. Alright, yeah, sorry, keep going, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just like, I don't know, they witness somebody burst into flame and vanish. It's like supernatural bullcrap is happening and nobody seems to be noticing.
Yeah, what the heck? Please, like, give us anything, Ghost Game. Just any payoff at all. Just at least an acknowledgement that this is going anywhere and not nowhere. Please, for the love of friggin' like...
It's like, do the thing that most Digimon series do, where Digimon just invade the real world and they're all over the place and everyone has to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so ridiculous at this point.
This is getting absurd. For the love of Yggdrasil, please. Oh man, I guess there's nothing else to really add to this, is there?
Not really.
Nah, alright, just Ghost Game, please. Please, Ghost Game.
I don't think the next episode is going to, though.
What's the next episode? I forgot the preview was. I don't think it showed much of anything.
I think it was inconsequential to the point where I forgot.
Man, there's a point where I'm like, oh yeah, next preview, what's coming up? And now it's like, oh, next preview, this means nothing.
Something about, like, have you ever been told not to do something and you go and do it, and it looks like somebody's turning into a demon or something?
Yeah, okay. If this is a lead up to, and then the police started attacking Digimon, then I have no idea what they're doing with this.
Yeah. Also, like, I touched on it for like a second, but like the scene where Hiro just bursts into flame and disintegrates, I was just like, did they just kill Hiro? What?
That's the more thing to mention. Is that it's like, yeah, on the positive side, like, for a Digimon with only 3 fingers, they did a really good job of, like, making it so Domon can do hand signs. They really, like, just went for it and made it work.
Yeah, in Tamers, didn't Talbot just kind of do like a singular like hand gesture and then do a spell?
Yes.
Like, props to the animation team for Dalmon's hand signs.
That can't have been easy with the massive 3-fingered, like, just fox-like claws. But yeah, good episode. I liked it a lot. Eskimon, I don't care about him, whatever. Please give us plot. Please plot, though.
Please.
Please.